today I want to talk about anything dishes. I used to use, which you probably know what I'm talking about, these microfiber rags, dishcloths for literally everything, and also, which I haven't got anymore, so I can't show you, but I'm sure you are very familiar with it. Those sponges, yellow sponges with a green rough top to scour your pans with. I no longer use them because they're basically made out of plastic. Also, you are just polluting the planet by chucking away or continuously chucking away those plastic sponges into your bin. They can't be recycled, they will be in landfill, and it'll take 1,000 years to decompose. So I no longer use them. What I did instead, and I'm going to show you how I'll make one today, is I use these nets. So every now and then I buy something that comes in a net like this. I think this was for onions. And then I keep them in a jar, like so. So this is months and months of collecting this. And then you just stuff the inside of one of those. So I take a relatively tight one like this one, and I stuff the inside of those with a couple of the looser ones. And then I sew up the ends by hand, because I think maybe I can try today to do it with the machine, just for the fun of it. Let's see what happens. And then you just use it as a scrubber. It works really, really well. And this would have ended up in landfill anyway, so at least I'm giving it a second use. I try not to buy anything that comes in plastic, but it is really hard. I mean, I said this before, if there was a zero waste store in my town, I would totally go there all the time. There isn't. The nearest big one where you can buy all kinds of groceries is in London. That's London is 30 miles away. I need to take the train to go there. It's just inconvenient. So that's the first thing I'm going to do today. Secondly, I'm reusing an old towel to make a dishcloth and a cleaning cloth for the kitchen, because I no longer buy kitchen towels. Kitchen towels, again, they usually end up in landfill, take a good while to decompose. If you can use something that is reusable or washable, then you don't actually need to do that. So I cut up an old towel and I pinned up these little pieces of fabric, which are very useful for just washing your dishes. If you do not need the scrubber, then you can just wash your dishes with that. They can go straight into the washing machine after you use them, then you don't have anything wet hanging around either, which is great. And then I have also made up these bigger dishcloths. They're a bit like a kitchen towel, so they are a bigger size, with the towel side, which is good for scrubbing things off a cooker and things like that, and then a soft side, which is just a piece of fabric that was, I think this was a skirt, now it's a dishcloth. And so once you have done the rough bits, you can just wipe it clean with this bit, which just means you are using the soft side to leave no streaks and remnants or leftovers from your cleaning material on the surface. So again, I've pinned this together. This doesn't have to be an exact science, you know, they are meant to clean up dirt at the end of the day. And when this is used, you can chuck it into your washing pile. Again, it doesn't need to be hanging around with the dirt on it, because I have so many of them that I will not have gone through this pile by the next time the washing day comes round. A towel, seriously, it was an old towel. There were stains on this towel that I could have never gotten rid of, so it was either chuck it in the bin or make something out of it. So I'd rather make something out of it. And one towel gave me like, I think 8 of these, and I had 2 towels, so now I have plenty. That's why I started making these as well, because I thought I don't need that many of that, so I made these as well. But I think we should all start reusing stuff that's in our house rather than chucking things away generally. But yeah, let's make this happen and see how it all works out in the kitchen later. Right, so let's give this a go. So this is nothing special, just a little bit of, well, terry cloth or an old towel. And as you can probably see, it's not the nicest seam in the world, and I used just whatever yarn I had left. It doesn't really matter. It's basically for washing the dishes, so who cares? Then I have this one, which I then can use afterwards to clear up the kitchen with a soft side and a rough side, which is my kitchen towel or cleaning rag now instead of this. So this can now go in the wash. I do keep them, of course. I can still use them as rags for other cleaning, by cleaning. And then I have my little scrubber thing. It's just a pouch with all the other scrubber things. I made, I think 5 in total, so I've got a whole jar of them now. That will last me a while, and whatever else I'm getting in through shopping, which isn't that much because sometimes I get nothing that's in these bags, but I suppose 5 of these will last me at least a year, I'm sure. And that can stick in here where you usually would put your sponges, that's the word, sponges. So let's see how this works. But you know, and funny that, I'm doing my dishes and I don't think I have anything that needs actual scrubbing. This might have, no, not even a bit of cheese on it. Yep, never mind. Here's my homemade washing up liquid. That lasted me quite a while. It wasn't a lot that I made, so quite chuffed with that one. It smells nice, it's so lemony. So what can I use the scrubber with? Nothing really to scrub. I'll scrub this. I'm phasing these out as well, but it's a whole other video I think. Alright, here we go. Scrubber. Well, it does what a scrubber does, to be fair. It feels very much like the same feeling as if I was to hold a sponge, right? Now let's use this. A little dish rag. See, that's like the soft side of the sponge now. But I get into little spaces a little easier with it. So, does the job perfectly, I think. And again, my own concoction. Various ways of using vinegar and lemon juice and water. Now we're using this one, the rough side first, and then I'm making sure I buff it up afterwards with the soft side. And then the kitchen smells absolutely incredible. It literally is like a lemon drizzle cake. It's just beautiful. And because there's so much vinegar in this makes everything so sparkly. It's as if I was cleaning my windows with vinegar and then use another towel. So, you know, I'm just using that side now to buff it all up. No streaks. Ooh, no streaks indeed. I am so impressed with this. And again, guys, I hope I'm inspiring somebody to try and make things themselves, because I don't think this needs to be perfect, right? My stitching here is incredibly awful. So how I managed to do that, I don't know, but well, I do know because it's terry cloth and some other really weird material, but saying all of that, for the actual use that I'm doing it, I don't need that to look fantastic. I just need to do the job, right? And it does do the job quite well, I have to say. And I'm going to have a gleaming kitchen again. Sparkling, in fact. Absolutely sparkling. I'm going as far as to say the microfiber cloth has never done such a good job. And I'm picky. So let's get going. Make it happen, guys. It's really not complicated. Super easy to make. Even if you don't have a sewing machine, you can do it from hand. You just need a really, really sturdy needle because this is quite tough to sew through. So get going. Make it happen. Thanks for joining. See you later.